friends, you're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and JR came over today. She hijacked me for the day, which has been a great surprise, and I told you I had friends in real life. So how did you enjoy our day together?
Oh, it was fabulous.
How's the drive? I know it takes a while to get here.
It was a little bit of an adventure to get here, but yeah, I was pretty confident, you know. And I love the area you live in because I'm such a forest fairy, and it's so forested getting here most of the drive.
Yeah, it's definitely like we have town here, but it's really rural. So you got to take a ferry ride, and she'll get to take another ferry ride, which is a really fun thing to do. Half an hour on a boat. It's a fun
Yeah.
thing.
And it's really actually kind of amazing. I was thinking in line and on the ferry, you know, you think about all the vehicles and all the weight on those ferries and how they power that and how many cars and how many trucks are on there. It's like really amazing.
Yeah,
you know?
they get semis on there, and it's just crazy.
There was big, you know, huge construction, like, you know, 16-wheelers and stuff. It was like, you know, and the sound is so beautiful.
It's a kind
to
of
come
like
across, and it wasn't
vibration.
raining. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like really neat, and they're so orchestrated with getting everybody on and off.
Yeah,
safely.
They really are. They're really like anal about that kind of thing. And if you move an inch with your car and you're not allowed to, there'll be somebody that comes out of nowhere to be like, "What are you doing?" So, it just feels like you're always being watched to me. But the ferry is really great. You can see orca whales from our ferry. You can see otters in the summertime. The otters, they jump up on these buoys, and they fight because only one or two otters can fit on the buoy. Not otters, no, the big sea otters.
Right. Yeah.
And so you'll see them like jumping up and trying to push the other ones off a buoy. I don't know. It's a really cool thing. So we can see loads of nature. And actually the ferry boats here in our area are like one of our biggest tourist attractions. So when people come over and they visit Seattle, they're often like, let's ride the ferry for no reason, which as a commuter in the past is really aggravating. Because they're just riding it to ride it, and I'm just trying to get home after being gone all day long. So, ferry, I either have a love or a hate relationship, but again, that's kind of how my life rolls with most things.
Well, it was nice because it was shorter for me than to go all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If she were to drive, it would have been 2 hours. Let's say hi to some folks who are in the room, and you can see how that all works out.
Oh, yeah.
So, Saffron is here. Woo! Hi! I told you I had friends. Purple Sky. Hi, both of you. How are you?
Good.
Nah.
Superior. It's Wow Wednesday.
It's Wow Wednesday. It's a superior day. So yeah, this is JR from the channel, from Taxidermy Witch channel, and we've met for the first time today. Really fun and exciting. Joyce Jordan, how are you? I was just thinking about you when I pulled out my friendship tray. Love you, lady. So JR added something to the friendship tray today, and if you don't know what that is, this is it. So all of these little trinkets and things are from friends all over and around the world. And today I got many things from JR, but this is what I added to the friendship tray, and it's a really wicked little ceramic evil eye. So thank you for all the gifts. So kind of you, and it's one of my favorite things just to give. Look, I said.
Oh, yeah.
Gift giving is like absolutely one of my favorite things. Don't get me wrong, I love to receive gifts as well, but I love to give them and watch a person's reaction when they see what I thought that they would like.
It gives me joy, like when I know somebody could use something and, you know, I know what they like and I have it, or it serendipitously ends up in my hands somehow, which seems to happen a lot.
Right.
And then I could gift it to somebody I know that can use it, and it feels good in my heart. I'm a giver, you know, like
Yes.
do that.
Yeah, it does feel good in your heart. And that's my favorite part about like Christmas and Yule, is being able to, like, it's not about the food for me, it's not about the family so much for me, but it's just about like the moments, the little moments when you have those exchanges. Because again, with things in my life, I either love them or hate them or both, and sometimes family is like a little bit hard, but That's why I have you guys too, so that I can have my friend family and my family. JR got to meet Peggy.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
Peggy's a sweetheart. You know, she's a good mom.
She's a good
taking
mama.
good care of you, and you guys have a good thing going on here where you're all kind of taking care of each other.
Yeah.
You know, it works.
It's a true story. We are taking care of each other for sure. D. Venation. What a cool name. D. Venation. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get it at
Your
first.
eyes are better than mine. I have contacts in, but I can't read it.
Divination, it's so good to see you. Are you new to the channel? I just don't recognize the name, but perhaps I recognize your picture. You're far away and my eyesight is poor. Joyce Jordan says hi.
Well, hi, Joyce.
Purple Panther, you're back. It's good to see you. Welcome. You joined us for the first time just a couple of days ago. Thanks for coming back.
Man, you have a good memory.
It's because I quit drinking. All right. Wow, Wednesday. I'm loving it. See, she's got loads of phrases because she likes to be around children a lot, and part of your occupation is children.
Yeah.
Not that that just sounded weird, but a part of her occupation is children. So she has to think of, as being an adult woman, she has to think of all these ways to say adult things in front of kids. Like instead of Hump Wednesday, it's Wow Wednesday.
Yeah, and also plus it also increases my energy too and puts more energy in my day. Like I think of like amp up your energy positively by saying, like I say, immense gratitude instead of thank you.
Yeah.
It just kind of amplifies my energy more, and so I'm always looking for ways to expand my positive energy.
What were we saying that you said about it wasn't it? How are you? Right? And you
have
would
a
say,
superior day.
Right. What
Like-
was that thing you were saying?
Well, because we walk around in telling everybody, oh, have a good day. Well, it like it's neutral. It like means nothing. Everybody just says it so much, it means nothing. So I love to say, you know, have a superior day.
Yeah.
And frequently I catch people off guard and they'll like look at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah, look for those superior moments in your day because they are there if you look for them.
Yeah, because you'll tell someone like, "Isn't today great?" and you can tell that their day isn't going great because they'll go. You could just see it in their eyes, like yeah, I'm trying. But that brings out some real good in people is to say there are what kind of moments?
Superior
moments. So just
you know,
look for them.
They're not just good, they're superior. You know, I mean, like if you really get into the moment and into the now, you can find those through your day. You just have to be more conscious and in the now and looking for them more often.
Yeah.
And you could change your brain chemistry that way. I did it.
She was telling me about that. It's a really cool story. And so you're considering starting a channel in the near to distant future.
Mm-hmm.
Near to distant.
I'm looking for you to mentor me a little bit. That's what we're doing right now. I'm learning what she's doing.
Yeah. Seeing how the live stream works on the cell phone. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I haven't said it for quite some time. Every single thing I do is from a teeny tiny cell phone that has like a crack running down the front
It's
of the
amazing.
screen.
I could have sworn she was using a
She asked me,
laptop or
yeah,
a tablet.
Yeah, do you put this on the TV? I'm like, that would be amazing. No, I don't know how to do any of that. So if you guys are like if you've ever in your life thought, I want to start a YouTube channel. For whatever reason you thought that, I feel like there's a message there. And it's like a calling almost to a new family that you don't even know. Like this soul family that you don't know yet. And I know that it's scary. And I know that it's anxiety and intimidating and editing sucks. I don't edit. You guys enjoy my channel, right? You get to see the reality of a person when they don't edit. That's what I love about it. And I would totally overanalyze like what I was saying if I edited. The only editing you can do when you're live is to push that X button and then just delete it.
Oh,
If you say
and
something,
stop it?
yeah, if you say something wrong, that's all you can do. Just delete it. But you know, you just make sure you're ready for it. But here's the thing, Gabby. What does Gabby go by these days? She changed. The Other Realm. Gabby, who bought my self-love deck. Okay, in the compact case. She just started a channel, and she started it by unveiling and doing an intuitive reading with the self-love deck that I made. The Law of Attraction deck.
Wow.
And she did really well, I thought. But of course, when you make your first video, you're really conscious of like all the little things.
Well, of course.
And she was, but it was just perfect. And I don't think she edited it, and I don't think she did anything to it. She added a little bit of music, so maybe you can ask her about music and how that works. But I was just really impressed. And so I can kind of like tell when somebody's gonna like fly with it and when they're gonna do good. And Gabby, like, you're well on your way, and I shared with you some comments from some other people, and they're just like, you brought tears to someone's eyes with one video, just with your energy coming through a screen. And so you know, that's really something, and you should hold on to it. But lately, a lot of people have been asking me, or saying, I've always wanted to do a channel. It's not necessarily witchcraft. It might be this or that, or herbalism, or just DIYs of any kind, or talking about books, or reviews on movies, or whatever it is. Like, whatever your little tiny passion is, if you make it into a channel, it somehow, like, it makes the flame even bigger and just ignites it, and then brings some of your soul family from around the world to you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm just really blessed to have you, and so this is actually like a perfect example, because now I can actually like hug you, which I can't do with many people from the channel. So this is something that like a lot of us are missing. But even if I started my YouTube channel to only get the 3 witch friends I've made in real life from my channel, which is you, Irene, and Mystic Veteran, even if I ended up with just that, I would be completely happy and feel satisfied with that, just because, like, you know, how else am I going to go out and meet some local witches that I already know like me? Because that's a hard thing to do. And I know you guys say, we love you. Yeah, but spend the day with me, you know.
I did, and it's fine.
I'll feed you bananas and tea.
Yes, she did. 2 bananas, actually. 2 cups of tea. But lots of kitty kisses.
Oh, right.
Otis loves me.
Otis loves her. Otis doesn't...
I've got Otis speaking kitty winks.
Yeah, tell him about that. That was Tripsters.
Uh-huh. So I had her confirm that cats don't blink, but I told her that when they blink both eyes, it means I love you. And we turned and looked at Otis, and I said, Otis, give her a 2-eye blink, tell her you love her. And he did. Right this moment when we were both looking.
It was true. And then we were both like, bleh!
And she's like going, that never happened before.
Guess who's here? All the way from the United Kingdom.
Uncle Badger.
Uncle
Thomas.
Badger. Uncle Bacon. I wish we had some bacon we could throw at the
I've
screen.
been to England.
Have you?
Uh-huh.
Get out of
Been to
here.
9 countries in Europe.
Just leave.
Oh.
You gotta leave now.
Darn.
No, I'm teasing. If I haven't kicked you out yet, you're gonna be
Okay.
fine. Joyce Jordan, doing fine here, and I love you too, Jen. I know you do, girl. I love you too. Oh, the evil eye ones. Yes, I have lots of evil eyes on that tray.
Yes.
That's absolutely right. Joyce Jordan made me this evil eye out of, I'm going to say it right, mulberry, not mistletoe. And it's really wicked.
Oh, that's so cool. So, Jen,
Yes.
I think I speak on behalf of a lot of folks on your channel, but I just wanted to publicly and on YouTube tell you.
Don't embarrass me. Okay, tell me.
How much you are appreciated.
Thank you.
And at first glance, you and I are very different, and we have very different things, but we come together and we have so much in common.
Yeah.
And I just, for some reason, connected with you about, 7-8 months ago on YouTube. And I just want you to know, and probably speaking on behalf of a lot of your people that watch, that we really appreciate the courage you show, the integrity that you show, and the way that you handle yourself on this channel. You really show a lot of character, good character, and when you're showing your courage, you're just being genuine in who you are, and it means so much to people like me who sometimes are, having anxiety or little depression or whatever. It really means a lot for somebody to show up regardless and be genuine and do the best that you can. And when you don't show up, it's because you're taking a break for you. But I want you to know how much it really means
That's
to
amazing.
us. I have never felt this connected to somebody on YouTube or on any channel like this before, and I think that I speak for a lot of us that the way you handle yourself is really admirable.
Thank you.
Yeah. in so many ways. I really mean it.
I love you.
You're a good person. I love you too.
I got through that without crying, so or getting too embarrassed. Thank you. No,
I thought I was gonna get choked up and start
I
crying.
know your eyes started watering. I'm
Yeah,
like, shit, what's gonna happen? We never know. We never know. But thank you. I really appreciate that, and I think that we'll probably see a lot of people agreeing with what you're saying. And I've, like, okay. So another thing that has happened on my channel that, if nothing but that had happened, hey Otis, can you not? Here.
Come on, Otopi.
Sure. Otis has got dressed up though. Can you guys see he got dressed up? He's got a bow tie
He's
on.
got his bow tie on.
Do this so they can. Yeah, alright, there's his Otis's bow tie. So there's a couple like, okay, and if you start a channel and you start to get discouraged, because there's a lot of people that make like a few videos, get discouraged, and that's fine, right? Maybe you feel like, okay, it's not for me. I thought it might have been, but it's not for me. Eventually, somebody's going to message you, and they're going to say something like this. This is a message that I've gotten 3 times in a year and a half. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was on the verge of suicide. I found your channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought me back to life. So, if there's no other reason to go on than to keep somebody else from,
Having the courage to come forward and tell our story and just be genuine and raw where we're at the moment is not only good for ourselves, but it helps other people. And it seems to empower us after we do it. Like when I talk about my story and tell my story, it helps me, but it also helps the other person, and it actually reinforces it and shifts energy.
I feel that is absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you feel like no one's commenting, no one's reaching out to me, because you can't go live right away till you have 1,000, right? Unless you use that app. So these days you probably do have to start out with just a channel and not a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like you're not getting to people, you're absolutely wrong. Believe me, more people will comment poorly than they'll comment positively, and that's just the same for anything. Like you ever hear that phrase, if you have a good experience at a restaurant, that person will tell 1 or 2 people, but if you have a bad one, they'll tell 10.
Yeah, more like 50.
Or
but
yeah. So that seems to
Mm-hmm.
ring true also for comments on your videos.
Okay.
Like, just
That
remember
helps.
that so many people are affected by your videos, and it's very rare that they do comment unless they feel like they know you.
Yeah.
But then once you have this little YouTube family, then you get a lot of comments. I guess you're not your confidence, because I know that we're all working on our egos, and confidence isn't like the main thing, but like your reason for being there, your sole purpose or whatever for being there, just becomes something that you wouldn't even imagine at this point before you started your channel. You can't even imagine. So if you would have met me 2 years ago before I started my channel, I was doing witchcraft. I was watching Lady Grave Dancer on repeat every day with a little bit of hoodoo here and a little bit of, fae stuff here and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And not only has my life changed, and my happiness and my confidence and my courage and my self-worth. No! Alright, fine. Just make sure he doesn't eat any herbs. If that wouldn't have happened, I don't even know where I'd be right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be homeless in a gutter, but like I would be not as like in this happy mindset. You guys have seen me like light up like a frickin' glow stick these days. Mm-hmm. And there's some reasons for that are like internal, and there's some reasons for that are external. But so many friends reached out when I did those videos talking about my morbid depression, and I know it's not a topic that anybody really wants to talk about, but you guys are asking me how I'm doing, and I can't lie. I can't lie about that.
But see, that's the genuine part that we respect about you, is that you're not trying to be somebody you're not, and you're being real and in the moment and genuine and true to yourself too, and true to us too. And it's like, okay, well, it just really gives a lot of validity to what you're doing.
Well, then I hope everybody can take a little bit of inspiration from what I do and add a little bit of that to your channel, because like that rawness, that trueness, of course you have a filter because I love to swear, but I don't do it all the time. but, you know, make it as pure and as true as you can. He's fine.
Being genuine.
It's that full moon. Otis is nuts because of the full moon. But yeah, being genuine and not holding back like your absolute truths. Because if you look at the description of my channel, I don't know if anybody has, it says, because I'm too lazy to edit, but even that, a channel to be real with truths. So I didn't know I was going to do a witchcraft channel. I just knew I wanted to be on YouTube and talk about something.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
That's
was
really
gonna-
how you started.
No, actually, before I started, I wanted to get dressed up and do YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook Lives. This
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to put like full makeup, big cool dress, be in the dark with candles behind me, and read Edgar Allan Poe. Like that was my original idea.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't just copyrights and all of that.
Mhm.
So you evolve to what you can be, right? I can't do loads of editing, so I evolved. I was like, here's how I'm going to make this work for me and for you guys.
Right.
So did you have any other questions about a channel? Because I think that's a topic that's
No, but
resonating with a lot of people
that
too.
you know, periodically when there's times in life where I feel a little bit more vulnerable, that's when I think I'm a little bit concerned that, you know, I should probably just have people like you reach out to who have channels and like go, you know, when people get out of control or something, and just have a backup of somebody to talk to about, you know, the trolls or the nasty comments, you know, because they do happen.
They
so
do
it's
happen.
I'm not thinking they're not going to happen, and they happen to everybody, and it doesn't matter how good of a YouTuber you are or content provider. It's just it's just what happens.
It happens.
So sometimes I feel like I can let it roll off my back probably, but there's other times where I think if I'm trying to put myself out there, I may not be in a place where I'm able to just ignore, you know, things. So I think having, you know, maybe an internal support group, or, you know, reach out to other people that I know that have channels, like on this channel that have channels, and you, and just, you know, kind of get some ideas on how to bounce back from that a little quicker, so it doesn't stop you from helping others. Because really that's what we're here for, is here to help other people. And if you're not helping other people because of a silly person's comment, then that's really,
well, then you're really
they're
not
winning,
helping people.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. And most of the trolls are probably going to be some narcissists that just need to feed off of that energy.
And
so,
sometimes being an empath, you're able to block it, and sometimes you're not. So you just have to kind of be aware that you're more sensitive sometimes than other times.
and a good example of that is one comment put me offline for 2 weeks, and I'll tell you the comment. But I was in bed crying over it, like over some rando's comment that I don't even know. That's when I looked at myself and was like, okay, your ego is talking here a little bit, and you need to just set that aside, save it for a healthier time, and like when you're doing your makeup, and then and go ahead, because there's a lot of people that need you. And when you go dark for a while, you know, people get worried, and that's good. I'm so glad that you guys worry about me, because if you didn't, I might still be laying in bed.
Yeah.
Not really, but
No,
maybe.
but I mean, yeah.
This is the comment.
Now I know where you live.
I
know. I'll just show up. Excuse me, there hasn't been a video for 3 weeks.
No one knocks
What's
at me.
going on?
Yeah, if I disappear,
Yoo-hoo!
just call this lady, because she's the only one who knows where I live now that I've moved. So this was the comment. In one of my videos, I had mentioned that day, the Holly Witch had dared me to make 11 videos.
Oh.
And I did it. And
Whoa.
it took 23 hours to do like all 11 videos.
To upload them, or just to do them?
To get them all done and uploaded. All of it.
So you did it in 23 out of 24 hours?
Yep. 11 videos.
Whoa.
And the comment was...
There
Wow.
was one comment on one of those videos?
No.
Okay.
This is the comment that put me in bed for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of the 11 videos. Okay, go ahead.
No, I did 11 videos in one day, and I mentioned that on a video. And in the comments of that video...
Oh, that video. Okay.
The troll said...
Sorry.
Wow, you spent 23 hours straight on YouTube. You must really have no family, no life, no drive, no purpose. An empty soul. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, and that's a ridiculous thing from, like, I should be proud of what I did, but then I started analyzing, like, I could have been at work. I could have made like $400 doing massage.
Yeah,
I
they
could have done
planted
this.
the doubt, the seed of doubt.
Yeah, it just planted the seed of doubt, and it made me start questioning a lot of things. You know, what am I doing here? Am I really helping people? Blah, 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 blah. And it's just dumb because those people take so much from you and you get nothing from them.
Exactly, they're energy vampires.
It's not like I was like, thank God someone said it to me.
Just
Now I
suck
can
it out
stop
of you.
making videos. Thank goodness, you know. I'm so glad you said that. But you can handle trolls in a lot of different ways, you know. You can do workings is probably the best way because then they don't get any of your verbal energy or that they can see, and then they
Right.
just feel things. You can, and you don't have to curse or hex. I'm talking about just pushing the energy back. Just
Right.
just
Return to sender, I think
Yeah.
we call it, right?
Right. I tend not to call it to return to sender. I just call it throwing something back at somebody
Oh, okay.
that they threw at me. But same thing.
Right.
Return to sender. Like just flipping this. It's
Yeah.
coming toward me and
Ricochet back.
blocking. Yep.
Yeah.
So let's see. I'm sure we've got comments that we haven't seen yet. Superior moments are better than senior moments, Thomas says.
Yeah, that's true.
Thomas, you're hilarious. Purple Sky is doing good. JR, you should start a channel. You've got a good persona.
Oh, thank you.
Joyce, hee, I had a huge superior moment when I finished paying bills today. Yes! That is a superior moment. Oh my gosh. And realized I still had a little money left in my checking.
Totally, that's it.
That is rock and roll,
That is
Joyce.
it.
Guess what?
There was money left over.
We have somebody new in the chat. Namaste, Nikki. Very true. I love that. Now, Namaste, Nikki, I don't know if you're new, but I just don't recognize your name. So welcome to the Taxidermy Witch family, and welcome to my channel. I am so glad to have you. Debbie is here. KDR is here. Welcome. Nice to see you. What Gabby channel? Gabby's channel is called The Other Realm. So go subscribe to Gabby's channel. She used to be, well, she's Taxidermy Witch family member, and she used to appear as Gabby, or Gabrielle, but now she appears as The Other Realm. So she's not here right now from what I can see, but maybe she is. We're not down there. Lady Moonflower 69. Hey, how's your witchy porch coming along? I love seeing those pictures on Skype. And thanks for liking the music I've been sending you lately. Those steel guitar tracks are like my life. Like sometimes do you know the song Sleepwalker on steel guitar?
No, I don't think so.
You don't know it?
I don't think so.
Okay, well I can't like really do it too well, but there's no lyrics or anything. It's just this beautiful song on steel guitar. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But because you have a Skype with me, but you don't check it.
I'm not sitting at my computer very often.
You got to get the app on your phone. Yeah. Uncle Bacon! Uncle Bacon! Next, there will be a video where I just throw bacon at the camera, I think.
Oh, that
that'll
would be
hilarious.
good.
Yeah.
We should do that.
It'll be cooked, though, don't worry.
Okay.
That would be gross if it was raw. You just go...
Yeah. Has to be extra crispy for me if I'm going to eat it.
Oh, I like
Which I don't
mine-
eat bacon very often.
I like mine like medium, like not underdone and not crispy. I like to chew. Not to disintegrate, you know. Well,
Crunchy.
Joyce says, I wish I could spend a day with you, Jen. We'd have so much fun. We would. I feel like you
It's been
and
a
me,
hoot.
you and me would just like
She's a great host.
do anything we needed to laugh our batooties off. And thanks for saying I'm a great host. I try. Also, apparently my room is much bigger than it looks.
Yes, actually it is. It's kind of almost the same as size as almost my bedroom.
Look how far behind we are.
Oh, wow.
Hello, JR. You've been to England? Cool. That was
Yeah, I've been
that was
to
a while
9
ago.
countries in Europe, actually.
Shadow Witch is here. What 9 countries have you been to? Welcome.
England, Scotland, Ireland,
Scotland.
Sweden, Germany, Spain, Italy. What am I missing?
America, Canada, Mexico, I'm guessing.
Well, I was talking about the 9 countries in Europe.
Oh, jeez.
I hit 7. There's 2 I was missing.
Spain?
France. Did I say France? No, I didn't say
I don't think
France.
you did
France.
say France.
Oh, and Belgium. That's 9.
Uncle Badger says, ooh, Belgium. Did you eat chocolate there? Or drink wine.
You know what? And
Well,
I
no,
think
eat
in
chocolate.
Belgium we took the Boeing hydrofoil over to England.
From there, from Belgium?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
On the water?
Yeah, it was actually a Boeing. It was actually Seattle Boeing pilots
Really?
on the hydroplane, which now doesn't exist over there.
That's super random.
Yeah, I know. I was like going, are you kidding me? This is a Boeing?
Thomas says, we do, Jen. We really appreciate you. JR is absolutely correct, and she does speak for me at least.
No.
Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, JR.
Thanks, Thomas. For
Oh my god, the bow tie, right? So, why does Otis have bow ties?
Because he was at a birthday party for him.
When he was 1 year old, we had a birthday party, and it was a cat birthday party, and some humans were invited. But do you see how the number fluctuates?
Oh, yeah.
So it can't be the number of people in the chat.
Okay, right.
Because it'll go up and down. Now it's going down. We're being boring.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get to the comments. Mystic Veteran, it's so good to see you. Guess what? You were number 2. Irene was number 1. And now we have 4 witches right here in the Seattle area that know each other, that are part of the Taxidermy Witch family. I mean, if I wanted to start a coven, that would be the time, but I don't. Jen, when I see your hurt and how you get on through past it, it sure encourages me. Well, Joyce, see, that's awesome.
What I'm saying.
I sometimes worry that when I say the truth, because my truths are really like crass sometimes, that I'm going to scare people, and I don't want to scare anyone. But I had to tell you guys what was going on because I was just, I didn't know what I was going to do. We said hi to Shadow Witch. Who else is here? Thanks, Mystic Veterans. He said, you inspire me, Jen. Poor Otis. What happened to Otis?
Oh, with the bow tie.
Really good news. Uncle Badger is sending... Oh, he sent me all these informations on more scary stories that I can read on the channel that are not inside of the books. So, like, ones from YouTube that I can just kind of, like, write down and kind of recreate. Because we learned that when you tell folk tales and folklore, it's kind of like a witchcraft working. You should kind of change it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Because I just thought it was like the telephone game. Like when I tell her, it'll be a little bit different, and when she tells someone else, a little bit different. But no, you're actually supposed to add your own like little kitschy twist
what do
into
you
it.
know?
From now on, I'm just gonna run with that idea and be like, "This is my story," you know? Because then it is at that point because you're just.
It's just like I was telling you about the Steve Cunningham book, and you add in your information on top of what you were having of his. That's you making it even more.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So make sure not to lose your intuition, you guys. It's the most important tool you'll ever have, in my opinion. It is a great idea and still a doable. Poe may be copyrighted, but there are loads of other ghost stories that aren't. I sent a brief, right, and that's what I was just telling you about what Uncle Badger sent me. And he's also sending me some Dungeon Master guides.
Yay!
I'm so
I can't
excited
wait.
about
I'm
that.
going to watch that and learn from it, and so I can't wait to watch everybody play that. Are you going to have a designated time that you guys play it each week?
That's how you do that.
Oh, you got rid of that.
Well, because, you know.
Yeah.
No, so we're going to do a monthly campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to start out with Labyrinth.
Okay.
At the end of this month. Have you seen that movie?
Mm-mm. Is it on Netflix right now?
No.
Okay.
But I can let you borrow it. No, I can't let you borrow it. Shit. I have 2 copies, but I'm sending one to Canada.
Well, I wanna watch the first time anyway, so I just wanna.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, and I think this is a really good time to kind of talk about it, because a lot of you've been messaging me with questions like, do I need to get that D&D book? No. You don't need to do that right now because the book is $50, and like to me, $50 is a lot of money, and that would take me a long time to save up for a book. So we're gonna project for hopefully like the first of the year. That will give me enough time to understand the game fully, how to be a dungeon master or a game master or whatever. And then also I will already have my creative mind flowing because we're going to take, like, tell me your favorite fantasy movie. Let's start out that way.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Perfect.
Love
which
Beetlejuice.
is also one of the ones, and I don't know if you brought it up in the chat. I said, what other movies could we do? Somebody else said Beetlejuice if it wasn't you.
No, but I texted you and said love Beetlejuice.
Okay, so in the movie Beetlejuice, there's Lydia.
Mhm.
There's there's Gina Davis. What's her
Mhm.
character's name?
I don't remember, but it's
Okay.
the wife.
Yeah, the wife, and then the husband. And then there's Beetlejuice. So there's 4 characters, right? 4 main characters. And you take all the main characters from your favorite movie or even book or television show, and then that's how many players you know how to have. So if the movie Labyrinth has 6 or 7 main characters,
Mhm.
that's the amount of players we can have.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because side characters won't work unless we really, really worked the process.
Oh, I see.
Because they only
okay.
like pop into the movie.
Uh-huh.
But what we do is it's like we just make a fantasy land out of the fantasy land another person's already created, and then we become the characters, or we put our own true selves into the scenario. So now I'm not playing Sarah in Labyrinth, I'm playing Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and me and JR are in the Labyrinth.
Ooh.
Like that.
Yeah.
Or with Beetlejuice, it'd be like, it wasn't Lydia, it was you.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't the 2 dead mom and dad, it was me and someone else.
Yeah.
And so the game master, I'm just the one who's like rolling the dice and giving the scenario. So I have a board no one can see, and I'm telling a story I've already written down and planned out.
Oh,
Based
okay.
on the land that's in the movie.
I see. So is this kind of then like doing improv where they ask for audience suggestions, and so you're kind of filling in and it's changing the story as you
In
go
a way.
along? In a way.
In a way, it's
Yeah.
almost more like that game Fiddlesticks,
Okay.
where I'm holding this jar,
Mhm.
and that means I can tell the story right now. So I start a story and I say, so there is, it's raining really hard outside, and you just lost your shoes, and and there's a really mossy bridge, and you have to climb up it, but it's really raining, and it's really mossy, and it's really wet, and you don't have any shoes. What do you do? And then you creatively think of what you're gonna do. So now say what you would do.
I'm gonna grow octopus tentacles and suction cups on the bottom of my feet.
She'd be good to play with, because that's some really creative imagination. And then it goes back to the dungeon master or the game master, and then because if you just say you do that, the story could go nuts. We have to see if you can do it, so we roll dice.
Oh, okay, and the dice.
And you have to get like a certain score and a high above and all that. And
Okay.
it also depends on your character what you can do. If I look at your character and you're not very strong,
Mm-hmm.
I go, yeah, and it's just up to the dungeon master to go like, I don't think you can manipulate
Okay.
that move. But it's also based on the roll of the dice. So it is a chance game with, they call them rules in D&D, but really they're just guidelines.
Guideline. Okay, that makes sense. I think I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the bottle, just goes wherever, the metaphorical bottle just goes wherever the dungeon master is pointing the question to. And I, or whoever is the game master, will just direct the story.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like putting all of our creative minds together, which I think is super fun.
Yeah.
And we should all be doing that much, much more.
And thinking out of the box, obviously, through
Yeah.
the whole way.
Yeah, and just like bringing this really cool story into a movie you've already known forever. Hey, Jamikai, it's nice to see you, Mama Hennessy. That's my nickname for her, because I don't know how to pronounce her real name or her YouTube name. So I'm sorry I'm behind on comments, y'all. Don't worry, I always read them. Where are we? Dawn Nightbloom, welcome. Been here a while, just been listening, taking. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jen and JR. Well, welcome. I don't remember seeing you in the chat before, so welcome to the Taxidermy Witch family. Everybody say hello to Dawn and welcome her in.
Hey, Dawn.
Nightbloom. What else is going on? So where are you from, Dawn? Because you say you've traveled to the U.S. but never... Wait. You're in the U.S. She's traveled the U.S. but never been outside of the U.S. And this was all happening when you were talking about your travels, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Because we're behind. And that's easy to do if you're running along. So
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you guys start a channel and you get to the point where you can go live, one thing that really frustrates people, and no offense to you guys, because I'd be frustrated too, is when you're trying to comment and they're not caught up on your comments. But you guys know I do my best. Purple Panther, you love that movie.
Look at yours, Jordan.
Me say day.
That was a really good scene at the end when she's floating up with her little uniform on.
Daylight come, you wanna go home. So yeah, Beetlejuice is a good one. Uncle Badger likes that too. Can only vaguely remember when the cartoon was. Oh yeah, there was a Beetlejuice cartoon. Did you ever see it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done, and it was for us. It was on Saturday morning cartoons, or for me anyway. That's where I viewed it. So Mystic Veteran says it's been years since she's played D&D or Vampire the Masquerade. I don't know what that one is. I should look into that. That sounds pretty amazing. As far as vampires go, I can say that I think the second campaign will be True Blood, but I've actually kind of said, like, I know you guys really want True Blood, but I think I'm going to do American Horror Story Hotel for the second campaign. Do you watch any of the American Horror Stories?
No, I can't handle that one. Sorry, Jen.
Oh, yeah, no worries. It's not for every empath.
Yeah.
Just for the crazy ones. Okay, so there's a channel called WebDM like that. Yeah, roleplay is fun, and it's not a sexual word. It's just what it is. Beautiful, keep singing. Purple Sky, you just love me to sing to you. I'd sing to you all day if you came over. They had a werewolf one too, all similar, but D&D. See, so like these tabletop roleplay games, you know, they can just be of anything. Of anything. And the beautiful thing is that there is no rules. So none of us need to panic or get stressed out or like, I'm not going to be able to do it right. And most people, when they start playing tabletop roleplay games or D&D, they start by just joining and pretending they know exactly what's going on and being last in the circle and watching everybody else do it first. And then just making it work, like just pretending. And that is what it is, pretending. It's just all role play and pretend. So yeah, people are down with Hotel. Well, I think we'll do Beetlejuice second. I think we'll do Labyrinth, Beetlejuice, Hotel. True Blood. Woohoo! Because I got to get you into one of them. You came all the way over to visit me. There's a call for Cthulhu as well, and that's when I don't know how to pronounce something, I just do it.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Dawn used to play D&D, that's cool. So Uncle Badger's saying that there's some new fantasy ones and a new sci-fi one as well. Exciting. I do like sci-fi.
Can we do it to Big Bang? Because that's like my favorite. No, I'm just kidding.
You could do it to anything. But a fantasy one's just more fun for us because there's like fae and there's goblins and there's, you know, all the little things.
Gotta go with that.
The things that we believe in that nobody else believes in.
Okay.
So it will be fun for us to become a part of that universe in our heads because we already know we're a part of that universe here.
Right.
And if you don't believe in the fae, make an offering and promise to make one for a year and then never make an offering again. If you don't believe in the fae, you will after that because listen, they're on it with that. Like if you promise them something and you don't follow through, from what I've seen and from what I've read, your stuff will go missing. You'll put your shoes on backwards. You'll trip down the stairs. I mean, they're tricksters. They're jokesters, right?
Ironically, I was just yesterday watching your playlist on the Faye Mondays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I stopped doing those a long time ago.
I know it was from last year, but it was still applicable, and you were in the yard.
Did you see the one with all the orbs when I was outside and I did that?
I hadn't gotten to that one yet. I may have fallen asleep at that point.
The Moonlight Offering, you can see a lot of little orby fays around it. It's pretty cool. What is that word they're all saying?
CTHU.
Cthulhu? Cthulhu?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was Chihuly at first.
I know, I thought that
Chihuly
too.
glass blower.
Have you been to the Chihuly Museum in Tacoma?
I've always wanted to go. I haven't
Me
been
too,
there.
let's just go. I've never
That stop I made, I accidentally walked into a gift store of Glassworks.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where'd you stop?
Tell
me later.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I don't want anyone to know where we live.
Okay. Well, I don't think that they're going to be able to find us in these trees, in the roads.
Not that you were going to ramble off an address or anything.
Yeah.
So, everyone thank JR because she donated so much to the channel today. I got stones, I got salts, I have to show you this box of incense. It's insane.
Well,
So
they're not him. They're not the special homemade ones special
look at
witches
this.
make and fairies make.
That's insane amount of incense. Like, I'm gonna smell good for a year. And I got 3 of the gigantic ones, which you said Lady Gravedancer says burns for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So excited. Yeah, and I know hem's not like the super best product, but it's what I buy. When
Yeah,
I buy
and I mean,
sticks.
you've got people on the channel that have sent you like special ones that you could use for special occasions.
Do you want to smell some of those?
Yes, that would be great. And I know that the homemade ones
I don't know
are
how to
way
make-
better than.
I know how to make cones,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to put them on sticks. So
Well, yeah, and that's who sent you some sticks recently.
that was. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Let me think really hard.
I don't think it was. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
Raven Song.
Oh, Raven Song.
Yeah.
Okay, Raven Song.
She also sent me these. You should check them out.
Okay.
Smell them and tell everybody what you think, because then there'll be 2 noses on it.
Oh, beautiful.
So someone sent me these. I don't think these ones were from Raven Song. Those were from
Oh,
someone
that's
else.
amazing.
And then these are all homemade.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Aren't those good?
Yeah. Well, we should learn how to make those.
I know.
And
Like, they're
know,
done
maybe
so
get
well.
the cone perfecting.
Homemade incense. And the only thing I can say about how those are different from regular incense is that you have to have the flame on the incense longer in order to get it to stay alight.
So this is Spirit of the Hawthorn. I think I said it right. Is that what it says? There's not enough light over here for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that smells amazing.
It does. This is anointing oil. So this is from Raven Song. Yeah, it does smell really, really, really good. Raven Song. She has an Etsy shop and does these wicked oils. See? It smells really nice.
This is nice too, and it has a bay leaf in there.
That Hecate incense. That's what that says, right?
Yes, I think so.
Neither of us can read or barely. Well, I can't
Well,
hear
I
very
could,
well.
but it's the light source is coming the wrong direction for me with my contacts. Isn't that amazing?
What is that thing I'm smelling that I don't know what it is, though? Curry.
Is
You
it
smell
curry?
I don't know. I smell curry, but
I
it
think
might
so.
be cumin or something.
Maybe cumin.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's awesome. And I just love her packaging. It's just so professional and well done. Really pretty stuff. So thank you again for all the gifts. And Joyce Jordan, I loved both of the oils, the self-love oil and the courage oil for anointing. I did a candle magic on both of them. And, well, basically, like, after I did the self-love one, I started watching a show I've watched 100 times. And I laughed harder than I've ever laughed in my life.
She says it burns for 4 hours.
Those big long stick things?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Hey, Brenda's here!
Shadow Witch says it burns for 4 hours.
Be young, look. I'm always supporting this that you sent me. Isn't this beautiful?
Oh, that is so neat.
She sent that to me for last Yule, I think, or like right before Yule or something. It was just so, I've always loved that. I know, B, where have you been? We miss you. We love you. It's been so long. What was I talking about before I got sidetracked? This is why I need somebody here. Because I can't hear what you guys say. We were talking about...
Oh, you were talking about the incense? And
Yeah, I think I was talking about something after that, though. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll bring it back around.
'Kay.
Reel it in. Reel it in, Jennifer. Whoop! Okay. So B Young is here. That is fantastic. I want to say, make sure I've seen everyone in the chat.
thanks, everyone, for doing the thumbs up likes up there. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah! Thanks,
A lot of people
everybody.
did it, and you didn't even ask. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that does it, Jen and JR. Y'all have to come down here to Oklahoma to visit.
Okay.
I would love to go to Oklahoma. And Joyce, if long as you have enough place to stay, like a bed for us to sleep in, then we'll try and make it happen. Because I
She's
would
got
like
the
to travel.
trailer. I got the Tahoe.
Right! That's really all we need.
And it has a hitch on it.
Oh my gosh! That's insane. We could totally try and make like a spring or summer. Well, let's try and make a goal to at least go one place in the trailer and truck this summer. That would be really fun.
Okay. We got a 21-year-old Tahoe and a
I don't think
what
we
year?
can get to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
but
maybe
we might.
how many year old trailer?
No, see, because if you drive down there, it costs the same amount as gas to fly. So maybe we just
8
visit.
miles to the gallon that I get.
Maybe we just visit her for a little bit. Yeah, I know it's been a while, Brenda. So good to see you. How's your daughter? How's your daughter's school? How's that going? Her art is so beautiful. I want her to draw a picture of me. Red Spirit 17 is here. I normally do ginger and cherry blossom for a Hecate offering. It sounds like she has some great stuff. She does. So you guys make sure to check out Raven Song's Etsy. I wish I knew the name of it, but I bet Raven Song's going to show up any minute because we've been talking about her, and she's just going to feel it. And then she can tell us. Audie's here! Woohoo! Hey Jen, who's my friend? This is my friend JR. She's a local witch in the Seattle area, and the third witch that I've met from YouTube. Another witch that I met on YouTube is here, Mystic Veteran, and then Irene, who... Answer my text, lady, because I'm worried about you. She kind of fell off the YouTube map, but I worry if I don't know if... I get what you guys are talking about. When somebody disappears, you worry. I get it. Mystic Veteran is back. Trace Jordan. What's she talking about? Okay, Joyce says, I have a girl's bedroom with 2 twin beds, a sofa and 2 recliners, and a futon.
Sounds like lots of options.
Yep, options. And Joyce, you're going to make us some good Oklahoma cooking, right? Like some fried stuff with gravy? I don't know, and potatoes?
Comfort food.
Yeah, I really love Southern cooking. I mean, is Oklahoma south?
Oklahoma's above Texas, isn't it?
So it's south-ish, right? It's on the southern half
It's
of the...
It's middle of the country and just above Texas, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That panhandle.
Yeah. I was a travel agent. I think that's right.
That's why I asked you. I'm terrible with geography. Going to a little artist. Jen, did you get your message about how your makeup and hair the other night made me think of Rowena from... No, I didn't. On Patreon? I'll go check. I'll check my Patreon messages. Hey, if anybody wants to join Patreon, it's down in the description, right down there. And there you can support the channel and or view exclusive witchcraft videos that are no longer done on YouTube anymore. Yes.
He said, "What you talking about, Willis?" I said
earlier
earlier. I said, "What
Thomas.
you talking about, Willis?"
I know. Well, I can't remember what we were talking
Thomas
about.
is too funny.
Yeah, you totally busted out with the Willis. That was hilarious. I can't remember what we were talking about, but it was funny.
Okay, it was a lot we talked about.
Thomas likes deep fried and gravy. Deep fried gravy. It's almost as good as a deep fried Snickers, probably.
I've never had chicken and waffles. Isn't that a Southern thing?
I think it is.
I think Dairy Queen up here has that now, but I think it's a Southern thing.
I bet Dairy Queen doesn't have chicken and waffles. I bet they have chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess chicken and waffles, I mean, I would eat it. I've done it before, but not traditionally because I just...
No, isn't it just a meal where it's chicken and then waffles, but it's together on the same plate?
Well, Peggy had done up some fried chicken, so there was cold fried chicken in the fridge, and then I made some waffles, and I just put them together with a little syrup.
Oh, okay.
So it's
on
that,
the same
like,
plate.
Sweet savory.
Right.
On top of each other.
Right.
Bite of chicken with waffle with syrup.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Now, your waffles, do you like them to be fluffy or crunchy?
I think crunchy.
Just, you like crunchy.
Yeah.
Crunchy bacon, crunchy waffles.
Well, I'm not a big, I don't eat a lot of pork, but if I'm going to eat bacon, which sometimes in the morning, if it's too early, I can't stand the smell.
I know, it makes me sick.
No, it does.
I
Totally.
get nauseous.
My stepdad used to, growing up on the weekends, he was wafting upstairs this horrific aroma of massive amounts of bacon being cooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't
smell,
handle it first thing in the morning. But if I'm going to eat it, I don't like it like rubbery and the fat not cooked. I want it like crunchy and cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, my fat's cooked. It's just not like,
Okay.
What is the word when there's nothing left? There's no moisture. It's not dehydrated.
Yeah, almost. That's almost how I like it, dehydrated.
So, I am not a breakfast person. And you know what?
Me neither. O negative. O
I
negative.
know. If everything,
Don't feed me in the morning. I get sick.
if all the media on the planet says breakfast is the most important meal of the day,
Uh-huh.
well, in my mind, that's a big CT, and I go, eat when you're
Mm-hmm.
hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know that food pyramid they talk about. That's ridiculous. It's not even the real food pyramid
That's
they
for,
teach in
do
school.
you know it's the same one that they use for farm animals? Is what I heard.
I know. They're
That's what I
treating us
heard.
like livestock, which whatever. But oh my gosh, yeah, food charts. The show was deep fried gravy, Willis. All right, I think we're good. Okra and chicken is the
Huh.
best from Oklahoma. I love fried okra. My auntie makes it. She grows okra and then she fries it. Have you tried okra
I've
before?
never. I've tried okra, but I think like just steamed or pan cooked. You know, not fried though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
but you know how it's all slimy and sticky.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
You
in
like
one
the
of
moisture, don't you?
I mean, it's
I found something to tease you about, so
No,
I'm just
right.
teasing you.
You're crunchy. I'm
Doing your
moist.
shit.
Crunchy and moist. Next time we'll just call ourselves that.
Okay.
So at some point I can't talk anymore. Oh, and we have the same blood type and the same twisted tooth.
Yeah. Almost the same tooth. Mine's but on the bottom we both have a tooth that's twisted and up a little bit.
In which you guys have seen 100 times when I'm talking. I'm not going to show it. So, Pastel Lovebug Goth, welcome to the chat. I told you I had friends. In real life, friends. No, but that's why you start a YouTube channel, is so that you can meet people, so you can influence people for whatever you think is beautiful and positive, and that is the best thing you can do for yourself, in my opinion. So again, if any of you are out there like contemplating, should I do this? Is it right for me? If you're even thinking about it, it's right for you, in my opinion, and you should at least give it a go, because you owe it to yourself.
Yeah. Just get past those limiting beliefs that are keeping you from moving forward. I'm speaking to myself.
Exactly. Law of attraction. And if you do that, then you will squish all those things, because I used to have a lot less confidence in myself and my workings than I do now, you know. Before I showed you guys my workings, I was just like, I mean, it's working for me, but who knows, like, if somebody else would like it. And you guys go crazy for the intuitive workings, so that's fantastic. Supernatural is a good show. I named your puppy after somebody. That's cool. I name almost every single animal I have is named after a TV show or movie. Otis B. Driftwood, obviously. And Steve's, my chinchilla, is named after Steve's and People Just Do Nothing. And Mish, our sugar glider, is named after People Just Do Nothing. What else? Yeah, lots of animals. Like Bazinga, Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's funny.
And she was old and had no Bazinga in her, but, you know, she would zip around outside. She's like the best rat catcher.
Sheldon's the only narcissist I'm willing to put up with.
Right. Because he means...
He's like in the TV. He's not going to affect me, but I'm just saying it lovingly, is that he really is he's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact
he's not going to affect me.
The fact that he doesn't understand everything fully. Like, his brain is so smart about some stuff, but like socially unsmart. It almost makes it like it's not his fault. Because he's socially unsmart.
Yeah.
He doesn't even get that he hurts people's feelings. What do you call a person like that?
Well, he's well, isn't that almost an autistic thing?
Probably.
Seriously, because
I
think when you don't understand that somebody else has got a reaction or feelings, or you don't read that there's something going on.
No, I would definitely have to say that.
Like, not a clue.
Right.
Like, there's not a connection with understanding that it's affecting.
And Sheldon never knows until Leonard tells him.
Yeah.
Leonard has to tell him that's not socially acceptable.
Hello.
Right. Social convention dictates you do this. Okay, I'll do it, you know.
By the way, this is the way it's done.
It can be dissociation, too.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. You don't like breakfast either, Shadow Witch? Yeah. I mean... I can't think of one time I've ever woken up and I was hungry.
When I was a kid, they used to force me to drink, like, tiger's milk, and I used to and it was vanilla, and I was a chocolate girl, and I just would, like, gag it down.
Let's step back. Like tiger's milk?
Yeah, it was
From a tiger's
no
teats.
tiger's milk protein.
Oh.
You know they make protein bars, but tiger's milk.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
That's why
sorry.
I was like,
I
what?
thought you're so up on everything and everything from the decades. But anyways, yeah. So tiger's milk was like a protein mix,
Oh.
like a breakfast mix
Mm-hmm.
that you
Like muscle milk or something.
yeah, like instant breakfast. You know that you put into milk, but it was like it like made me nauseous. I used to get really upset because they'd like force me to drink it, and it, like I mean, it was supposed to be good for you, but I don't feel good when I eat in the morning.
That's how I feel about Ensure. I've been forced
Yeah,
to
it's the
drink
same
that
thing.
before.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
But it's better than Pedialyte.
Oh.
Pedialyte's like the worst thing in the world. But if you're not able to eat, because sometimes our bodies, and I'll tell you this, and this is a true thing, sometimes our bodies will put ourselves into a fast on their own. Like, for 2 or 3 days, you just won't be hungry. Everything nauseates you. There's no exactly reason for it. This is your body cleansing itself on its own because you've not done it. Most times. So I really feel like if you're not hungry, you shouldn't eat. But that's only if there's no influence from anything else like alcohol or another medical reason or something like that. But just make sure you're drinking so much water and perhaps have a beverage with some calories in it. That's how I had to get, like, that depression stopped me from eating. And Mom had to go get me Pedialyte.
Right. No, because your appetite leaves.
With anxiety and stuff, I think. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that totally happens.
And it was
I
like,
know, it's happened to me.
It was like 2 days I hadn't eaten, and I just still wasn't hungry, but like, I think just like my head muted all the feelings of hunger, because I love to eat. Like, snick, snack, patty whack.
Right.
Pretzel here, maybe a Cheeto there, don't tell anybody, lots of veg, lots of fruit. But no, I just was out. So if that is the case, and that ever happens to one of you guys, just go out there and get one of those drinks and just choke them down, because you have to have nourishment.
Well, in
your
that
body.
case, yeah, that's a little different.
Right, but sometimes even if you're happy, you're doing well, your body will just be like not hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing its own fast. It's doing its own cleanse. Don't let it go past 2 days. Drink lots of water.
Yeah,
that's my advice on that though, because lately I've been dealing with like a lot of nauseous issues.
Well, it's hard to eat when you're not feeling hungry. I really struggle with that because I've lost a lot of weight like you, and it's like forcing myself to eat when I'm not hungry is,
sickening.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. So, let's think of some light topics to talk about. I apologize I dampened the mood.
Yeah.
It was me. It was totally me. It wasn't you. Today you smelled real dragon's blood for the first time.
Yep.
So let's talk about the difference, what you think how you feel about the difference between a dragon's blood incense and then a dragon's blood from the rock. Like, how was it different?
Well, this isn't it.
Yeah, it is. On the top.
Oh, on the top. Contacts
It
are done.
is.
Oh. Well, the cones are more like perfumey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and much denser, and this is kind of lighter and well, I would venture to say pure, right?
Mm-hmm. And this is the stick, and then we have the cones over here. So we have 3 forms. We have cones are they just from an inexpensive store?
It's from Walmart.
Right. So cones from...
Well, and that brand is
Wally World.
Other stores.
And then I have the sticks, like the incense sticks from Hem. And then I have powdered from resin form that I powdered myself. I have lost my dragon blood rocks. They're somewhere up here in this loft, but I think I have 600 jars up here. Literally 600 jars. So as soon as I go through 599 of them, I'll find the rocks. But I wish I could have you hold that chunk up. Anyway, it makes this lovely pink powder from a red rock that is the sap of a type of palm tree, and when you cut this type of palm, it bleeds like this color, like bright blood red, and then when it dries, it looks like the color of a brick, kind of, or like red lava. So,
this even smells different than these.
I know, but are you smelling the same smell between the 3 of them at all?
there's an essence to it, yes, but not.
Because I've noticed that
We're
by talking
doing.
to you guys lately, because I've been talking about like draconic magic and how I'm getting more into that, which we're gonna take a big turn with the channel with witchcraft and get a lot into some like dragon workings, and I'm excited about that. But talking to you guys, a lot of you have never experienced dragon's blood in its raw form, but only in incense and cones and such. And so it's funny because we talk about it so often, I just figured that you guys had seen it. So I'm sad I don't have my rocks to show you, but
That smells very different.
here's a cone, and like we say, it's from Walmart, and inexpensive. I can't smell anything from this in here. I can't. If there's more there, maybe you can smell it better.
A little bit.
So this is really, you can tell there's like, what do you call it?
Others, it just feels,
Synthetic fragrance.
yeah.
So you can, it's just, even when it's in the package in the plastic, it's like, woo, like, I just smelled my grandma's perfume.
But then these do leave really good, heavy scent in the room. Like
right.
when I burn them, it's like, oh my goodness,
when you
it really
burn,
lasts. When
and
I
when
come
you-
home, it's still there.
Yeah, and when you burn it, it smells different than just smelling it. And that's the same with a lot of your herbs, you guys. If you burn your herbs and you're making incenses out of them, know that chicory, Scotty puts in some incenses and incense oils and brews, but he puts a note there, burning chicory stinks. Like, and so just because you smell an herb and it smells like that unburned, it doesn't mean it won't smell the other way. So I think, though, that these are much, much closer than the cones to the smell.
Yeah.
Because I can smell that, like, earthy, resiny thing in that, where the cones smelled really floral and, like,
Yeah.
this is grounding, this is uplifting kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
I agree.
But, you know, they couldn't put dragon's blood on there if there wasn't dragon's blood in there, right?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think.
I kind of like this one.
Do you want to
That's-
take those home with you?
I'll take one. I don't need to. You keep that because
You
I didn't bring you that flavor.
I know, but I've got like 8 of them.
Oh, you do?
Here, I'll keep
Okay.
one stick, you take the rest.
Okay, thank you.
So you're welcome. So, and see, that's how two givers get along. We're just like, no, because you just take it. Don't you need it? No.
She set me up, so that's good.
I've got incense for 13 years. And I'm really actually excited about these two that I've never tried any incenses that are like blends for certain stuff. So I got a road opener incense and calling money incense, which I'm excited about.
This Call Money one I've used
Smells
and it
good.
really works.
It smells really good.
And I've had other people tell me it works, and it's this Call Money, that him one, because there's a lot of them that have to do with money with him, but this one. That and putting the number 8 in your coin purse or your wallet.
Oh yes, so 8 in numerology resonates money like heavily.
Yeah.
And you know why I feel like it does? Is because this is my own intuitive thing with the shape of the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Is because like let's say the number 8 goes like this, right?
Mm-hmm. It's infinity.
Right.
On its side.
Yeah. And with infinity on its side, it's like, you know how money always floats in and out of our life like snow?
Yeah. Kind of.
And we're always worried about it, and we're always like happy when we have it, and it really resonates that whole vibe of infinity to me, of that coming back around.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
we always end up broke again, and then we have money again, and
Right,
we end up,
kind of like it's a cycle and it's always like coming back, right? Yeah. Right,
and it's
exactly.
like your bank account, like Joyce. So glad you have money left over after you paid all your bills, though, for sure.
You know what's
That's
funny is
excellent
when I
news.
was meditating to somebody and sending telepathic messages and meditating and stuff, I was sending love to them and having it go around them and come back from them to me and doing that infinity.
That's so cool.
yeah.
Just visualizing that.
Yeah, I was
energy
meditating and I was sending telepathic,
Yeah. Tell them about your kitty.
Coco Chanel is my psychic kitty.
So let's talk about that for a little bit.
Oh, that's a long one.
Okay, well, can
My kitty looks just like her kitty, only she was a mommy at one point, so she doesn't weigh a lot, but she has, when she walks, the middle of her, like, waddles. And she has the same size head as Otis.
'Cause she weighed
and the
about-
same back, yeah. And if you looked at the front of them together, they look exactly the same. They have the same exact markings.
Yeah.
And the same color.
And Otis was like all over her, and normally he hangs back and watches if somebody that he doesn't know comes over. He was like up here next to her. He even tried to get in your shirt a little bit. He was like,
he was on my lap too right before he went live.
So he's either really drawn to you or Chanel or both. Which is cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's psychic. She's been channeling for me.
It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And pets, oftentimes, I think we don't think about how close they are to the spirit world. Like, they're, in my opinion, cats are much, much closer than us.
Oh, yeah.
You're like almost right there in the veil. And they live in this realm and the other a little bit, I feel. And because here's why. Have you ever, I'm just talking to you and you, have you ever been missing a loved one that's passed away so badly and like maybe even crying about them or tearing up, and then all of a sudden your cat or your animal acts really weird and out of normal and different and might do something like put his paw on your face that he never does, or like rub your head where your nan used to touch it or something. Like, honestly, I've had moments where I'm missing my grandma so much, and then I'll just be just thinking it. I'm not even saying it out loud and resonating it in a vibration, and Otis, you know, touches my face, which he really rarely ever does. Or he'll put his head or his hand on the top of my head where my grandma used to do that. And so it's in those moments that you should never question if that is your loved one. It is your loved one. They can channel through pets and they can channel through animal energies.
I have pictures of Coco when she gets next to me in bed, and sometimes she takes her paw and she holds my arm down like she's holding my hand, like
keeping you there? Or?
Yeah, no, like she like if I'm trying to write or something, like she'll get here and she just like is laying there, but she's like holding my arm. Yeah, and she's just like, I'm here, and I'm not leaving. And she did it on Valentine's Day out of the blue one time, like year before last. It just blew me away, and I took a picture of it. And then another time she knew I was sad, and she came over and she did the same thing. She comes over and she like holds my hand, holds my arm.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Our pets can bring us out of funks, and here is what I learned from Jake Richards. Jake Richards, thank you for letting me read Backwoods Witchcraft on my channel, and thank you for giving me the verbal okay to do it. I really appreciate that. But what I learned from his book, I was reading a part about when somebody got really hurt and they were in loads of pain, and they put the pain into a donkey so that the donkey could filter it for them. But I thought the pain would go into the donkey and stay. That's not right. Animals are able to take our pain and like get rid of it completely, like get that energy to go away. And if you've ever had like a surgery or been in pain or humongous menstrual cramps, or right before you're about to go to the hospital with like a bladder infection, something like that, and your cat sits on your lap and all of a sudden your pain is gone, I don't know how else to explain those things, but it's not Otis. I used to have this other cat. What the heck was her name?
I believe that they absorb our energy and take on.
But I don't think that they take. I mean, I think they take it on for a moment, but I think they're able to get rid of it, and we're really kind of not. That's how I feel about when my cats sit on my lap. Because if they were taking it on, I wouldn't let him on my lap.
I think for me, when I lost my two cats, I was pretty clear that my dysfunctional relationship, that the toxic part of it was being taken on by Lola,
Right,
and
well,
that's
we
why
talked
her
about all that.
kidneys failed.
Oh shoot! So
Right, because your kidneys are clearing, right, the
And the
toxins
meridians.
out of our body, and and then there's another reason why I thought that that King Arthur Putty, my orange tabby, I had gastric bypass, and then what happens with him is we think he ends up for that whole year suffering from like an intestinal cancer or an intestinal something. Well, I had my intestines replumbed.
So we have two opinions, and that's going to happen.
Right.
With
No, but I mean,
friends,
it
and
could
it's
be
gonna
both
happen.
ways too.
Right, and yeah, and it absolutely could be. In her experiences, she's her pets have kind of taken something on a little bit from you, and in my experiences, they weren't ill or sick or anything after. They just crawled in my lap to help with some pain, even emotional pain. But these were physical.
And
pain.
I do think that Coco now is doing that with me. Sometimes I feel like she is getting on me to kind of heal me or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just something that just seems off or different when she does certain things. So I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
So what's your idea for your channel?
Well, so I want to help share my story about changing my brain chemistry and helping others to decrease the suffering. I suffered for a lot of decades with depression and anxiety and was on medications and all kinds of different things, and nothing worked. And so I figured out through law of attraction and through, actually my cats were a big part of this. I figured out how to change the neural networking in my brain and slowly but surely pulled out of it, because I used to spend 6 out of 7 days a week in bed, and my cats taught me a lot. And so I want to share my story, and I actually want to go out in the world and speak in front of live groups, but I want to share some stuff on YouTube and different things. And energy, I like working with energy, and I like showing people how to use a pendulum. I've taught a couple people how to use a pendulum.
Yeah, she taught me today. It was really awesome.
I use it as a meditative thing, and I also I love Dr. Joe Dispenza in learning about neuroscience and how we can change our lives and heal our bodies. I've been to 5 of his seminars year before last and really made a lot of changes with my health through meditating and going to the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensions.
So visualization. Well, let's first talk about, what do you have to say to the people that say that I can't meditate?
I have to say that let's see, how can I put this?
Like, or if you
all right, so let's just put it this way. I have ADD, and I thought that I couldn't meditate, but I can.
So how did you do that? How did you get over that struggle?
Well, first of all, it's a belief, and it's a practice. So you just start out with just closing your eyes and being aware and bringing your focus like to different parts in your body, like bring your focus into your heart and just like bring your center into your heart and think about your heart, and that's meditating. And then you could grow on that and make it longer and longer. And I used spoken word meditations in the beginning because I needed the guidance of where to send my mind because I was so distracted.
So a guided meditation, which
Right.
you can find all over YouTube.
And then when I'm using my pendulum, I'm going into a trance in a form of meditation, and I'm just guiding myself, and I'm opening myself up to be a channel.
You can do something as simple as, in my opinion, you do have to be sitting up straight, not laying down. That's my opinion from the yoga that I learned. Raja Yoga is another word for meditation. Yoga of the mind. So sitting up straight, whether you're in a chair, your legs are folded, or you're on the ground, right? Okay? Or So sitting and having your spine be erect, eyes closed, and the rest is up to you, quite honestly. As much time as you kind of take with yourself. But you could even just visualize flying through the air in like your happy place. That's meditation. Our bodies will check out for meditation if we don't put them in meditation. It's part of the human functions. And when I say that, I mean, have you ever been driving down the road and the last time you remembered driving was probably 4 minutes ago and you don't know how you got here?
You're on autopilot.
Yeah, you're on autopilot and your body, either because of stress or just because of need, checked out for that time to go meditate. And it's a safe thing. It's not like if a kid jumped in the road, you would have missed it. Your mind is super smart. It will keep you safe.
Well, Dr. Joe taught us how to even do walking meditations.
Yes, we learned that in massage school.
Right.
And what you try to do is did you guys do counting steps and trying not to get any thoughts to pop in?
No, because we were listening to him speaking in our ears while we were walking.
So my walking meditation that I learned was try to go outside. And this is something for people who say they can't meditate to try. If you feel like you can't just sit and be with yourself. go walking outside and try and count your steps. See how high you can get before another thought enters your mind. When another thought enters your mind, you clear it, you start over. Most people will go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. But if you can get up to 10, 15, it's a really good practice because you are clearing your mind at that
The
point.
thing is too is that when people are here like meditate, they assume that they have to do it right the first time, and the thing is that it's natural in human nature for thoughts to come in. So when the thoughts come in, instead of fighting them, just notice, oh, there's a thought. Let it go. Go back to your breathing and center to your heart or whatever you were going on, and you just let it come in. Don't stress about it. Just let it go back out. Oh, I had a thought. I'm going to come back to this now.
And Paramahansa Yogananda, Autobiography of a Yogi, he calls that burning karma. So when a thought comes into your head, you acknowledge it, you process it, you set it aside. That's one way that he says that we can burn our karma. And if you have a lot of karma to be burned, it's going to take you a long time before you can sit and do a clear-headed meditation. That's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta love it. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, see there.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say it, but do you see what it says?
Uh-huh. Oh, really? Okay.
So Uncle Badger agrees.
Okay, I was wondering about that. I was hoping I wasn't overstepping.
I could probably eat crepes for breakfast too, Red Spirit. I love crepes. I worked at a creperie for a while, and it was both savory and sweet because I thought crepes were just sweet. Oh, no. You've traveled,
really?
you know.
Yeah.
You were in France. What happened? You
Well, I
didn't eat
think it was
crepes?
just like, yeah, I think it was just sweet ones, though.
Yeah, so like ham and Swiss and garlic and
Like
spinach
sausage
and...
might be kind of good and crumbled in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go to a creperie and get some savory crepes because, in my opinion, they're even better than the sweet ones. Ooh, Blintz! Stop it, you guys! I'm
all
starving.
right, enough with the food.
Joyce is gonna make us some.
We've been
Blintz.
eating bananas and tea today.
Yeah, we've been so good. All right, let's try and get caught up in the chat. And then JR does have to travel home when it's dark.
Yes.
But we're gonna make sure we... Cherry Chapstick, what's up? It's so good to see you.
Hey, Cherry.
Cherry berry. Look up the dragons in the D&D Monster Manual when you get it and make up your own. You're so sweet. Thanks for sending that over, Thomas. You really didn't have to, but I so appreciate that you did. Jen, got any Dragon's Blood Jasper? You mean like this? I don't know. I just have red Jasper, I think. This is the only kind of Jasper that I have. It's just regular old red Jasper.
Oh, yeah.
But I'd love... Oh, you know what? I have a Dragon's Bloodstone. It's not called that. It's just called a Bloodstone.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen one of those before?
I don't think so.
Well, if I knew where it was, I'd show it to you. I'll send you a picture later.
You're so funny.
Yeah, same with us, Purple Panther, because we just did the smell check, and we prefer the hem over the Walmart brand as well.
Yeah.
Just because I think that there's less added fragrance in this, and I can actually still smell the resin in there. But it's nice when you can put it back. Monica, hey! Welcome. I've never seen you in my chat before. Welcome to the Taxidermy Witch family. Everybody say hello to Monica. Monica! Hey, Monica! Woohoo! Tess Moore's here. What's up, lady? It's so good to see you. Meet JR.
Hey, hi.
Tess, I told you I have friends. Alright, where are we at here? Hello, people. Hi, Monica. You guys are the best. So, yes, Monica, welcome to the Taxidermy Witch family. Red Spirit 17 says, my dog always jumps on my lap and gives me a hug when I'm sad.
Yep.
Like, stands on your lap and puts his paws on your shoulders. That's so cute.
I had a golden retriever that got me clean and sober 28 years ago. And that dog, she was my furry angel.
I bet.
She saved me.
I bet.
She
That's
did
how
stuff like
that's
that.
how I feel about
Mm-hmm.
that person I told you about today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so moving along. Pets in general. Well, I wanted to say this comment though. How do you think they can get rid of it? Cherry Chopstick. Jake Richards says that the animals get rid of it, and that's just the like part of the cycle of the universe. Like when we were talking earlier about cats and other animals being so close to the veil, and in like just almost that like place right between hanging out 2 feet in the physical and 2 feet in the spirit. How do I think that they get rid of that energy. Jake, I don't know, but Jake Richards says that it's part of the cycle that they are a helper to us when we need that help. And it's able to leave and just be gone. So I don't understand it either, but they do even talk about that in biblical terms as well. If you've read the chapters called When the Ass Saw the Angel, it's a real part of the Bible. There's a reference to it there as well.
I think I told you earlier that when I go into my trance and meditate, that my cat Coco knows from the other room, and when I'm doing it, and because the energy shifts and changes, and she comes in and comes next to me.
But also remember what you told me about being far away and then it affected the meter? Tell them about that. When you guys were on the beach,
Well,
remember?
that was in Dr. Joe Dispenza's in Cancun.
But I think it's a good example of how energy can, your energy sitting right here can
Right.
go as far as the North Pole or as far as
Exactly.
however far you want to project
And
it.
she comes in sometimes and gets on the bed, and I watch her trace up above and around me. It almost looks like she's watching like a fly or something, but then I'm like looking, and there's no fly, there's no feather, there's no nothing. She's tracing my aura, my aura energy shifting or changing, and she's like tracing it with her head, and she's watching it. It's
That's
really
awesome.
interesting.
See, I would love to see through a cat's eyes and see what they really,
Yeah.
really, really see, you know?
Oh, they see a lot more than we do, I
I
think.
know.
Yeah.
I would
It's
just love to
interesting.
experience that. It would, I know both of her and I are like, oh boy, cat's eyes would be the best thing in the world. Pets in general, absolutely. Pets in general, not just cats. Tess says her puppy is by your side at all times if you're home. That's
Aw.
sweet. That's the good thing about dogs, but that's also what I don't.
Unconditional love, you can't replace that.
Sue Hennessy, what's up? It's so good to see you. Yes, Monica, walking meditation is good for mindfulness. In your opinion, we all
Yep.
can do this. It is good for mindfulness. That is an
Mindfulness
absolute
is
fact.
Really important.
Yep. And practicing mindfulness, isn't that a form of meditation?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are many, many forms. It's not just sitting down and being quiet in a room with nothing going on. Believe me.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me. And like I say, our bodies need it. And if we don't give it to them, they will do it on their own. Have you ever spaced out before and gone, like somebody goes,
Yeah.
hello? That's your
You
body.
in there?
That's your body checking out to replenish. Replenish.
Like that happens when you don't get enough sleep.
Exactly. And I want to tell you, I was just thinking about that right before you said that. So, medical people, whoever, say that you can only go 3 days without sleep before you die. I know this is not true because of bad habits of the past, and other people I've talked to know that this is not true. But I think that if you do not check back in with the astral enough, you start to go obviously delusional and crazy, because that's what medically happens. You start to hear things and see things that aren't there.
Right.
I think that you're passing over to the veil.
Thresholds.
I think that you're passing over thresholds when you go without sleep for that long, and those things that you're hearing are actually things that are really there. And I have a good friend of mine and I that we talk about how that is actually a beneficial practice if you would like to understand more about what's right around you all the time, and hearing possibly like spirit guides and other things that are around us all the time.
Well,
How do you feel about that?
Well, I think if you practice like Dr. Joe taught me how to be in the now, I'm watching all the time. I'm paying attention to my body, how it feels, and synchronicities. I'm watching number combinations in front of me. I'm watching things happen and come together. Oh, that just happened with that. And because I'm sitting in the now and experiencing now and not future tripping and not hanging out in the past, I'm aware of so much more.
Yeah.
You know, in space and time,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually an illusion.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? Because
do
time,
you guys believe that? I mean,
because
I do.
time is a man-made construct,
Totally.
and we are not in a linear time frame.
Time hasn't even been around for very long, by the way.
No, and the clock and the 12
Right.
months and all that stuff is all manufactured by humans, and I think churches at one point.
Yeah, I think churches started it. didn't they?
Right. So it's an illusion. We are all coexisting, and everything is happening at the same time. In fact, I was watching a YouTube video about reality transurfing.
Oh, that would be really interesting.
Yeah, so it was really interesting because it really is about that concept of everything is really kind of, it's all here now happening at the same time, all avenues of which way you go and change your reality and stuff is all coexisting at the same time. But we
Beautiful
get
stuff.
stuck on this linear thing, like.
We do, and I think it's selfish of us to think that we're the only people sitting right here right now, that we're the only energies that are sitting right here right now. That would be ridiculous, in my opinion.
Right.
No offense if you think that, that's the way that my head works. So, let's see, does anybody have any questions last minute for JR before she has to head home on that lovely ferry ride again? I feel bad that you have to drive in the dark. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, I can't drive in the dark. I mean, I can barely drive. No, I can drive. Sue Hennessy, I said hello, I hope. Jen, I sent you some ideas on Draconic Magic. You did?
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, see? Okay.
That's cool. Who was that said that?
Thomas, Uncle
Oh,
Badger.
Thomas. He's like such a contributor here.
I know. Well,
It's like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
got those twinkle fingers.
He's such a cool guy. You should have a Skype chat with him sometime. He's a cool energy. Wait, did you subscribe to his channel? Because he started making videos.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay, so if everybody's not watched Uncle Badger's video of him opening up his birthday gifts from Tangerine Layla,
Oh, my goodness.
I do believe that was his intro video, and we're all so excited because you've been waiting quite some time or talking about it
So
to do
is,
it.
what's his channel name? Is it Uncle Badger?
I think.
Okay.
I think you just go, subscribe to him.
Oh, right.
Where are we here? Hem was a great breath. How did we get backed up? Sing a song.
Yeah, I think that's a YouTube. Ixnay on that YouTube.
I lost so much sleep when no, you can make one up. They can't do anything.
Oh, right. Okay, that's true.
Like this. Hey, Holla Hey, Holla No, I don't know, you guys. Maybe I haven't had enough sleep. I just want to make sure we say, okay, so, nobody had any last minute questions, and so I just want to thank everybody for joining us and tell you that these types of videos where I get to have another person here in the physical, like, that I can touch, is such a cool thing. So if any of you guys want to come visit me and learn witchcraft and all of that,
There's a screening process.
I have a trailer you can stay in. Yeah, there's a screening process.
Send your application
You
to
can't
me
be
and
a
I will screen
racist.
you.
You can't be a racist and you can't be a rapist. Otherwise, go ahead. Stay in my trailer and learn witchcraft from me. And anybody is welcome to come over here and visit as long as I meet you on a video chat a few times first and know that you're a real human with real intentions. And
Oh, that's,
and all
street
of that.
sense, being safe.
Correct. We just have to be really safe around here. You're welcome, Red
What were all
Spirit.
the hearts?
Red Spirit, thanks for the show, ladies.
Oh,
you're welcome.
thank you.
We'll have to have JR come over like at least every other month and do
Okay,
a video with us.
that'd be
That'd
fun.
super fun. As often as you can.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We love you so much.
Thank you so much, Jen.
Everybody, thank
we
you.
appreciate
And
you.
go ahead and subscribe to JR now. What is your channel called? JR Forest? Is that what it is?
No, it's Emerald Forest.
Oh yeah, Emerald
but
Forest.
I don't know if you can actually subscribe to it yet. You can subscribe to me.
Yeah, it's the
once
same.
I'm
and then
in the
when you
chat.
start a
Oh,
channel-
okay, I got
And then
you.
when you start a channel, they'll get a notification.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that. And next time she's in the chat, you'll know because I'll say, hey, that's JR, right?
Yeah.
And then subscribe. So have a beautiful day, you guys. It was so good to see you. I love each and every single one of you. Thanks for keeping me alive and giving me fire.
Thank you, Jen.
Peace. I love you.
Deuces.
Deuces. Deuces!